AT30 is more classic than you think.
Fully refurbished tractor by CDG Chor Danchang Group.
Welcome to CDG, aka Chor Danchang Group. You may be wondering what this tractor is, New Holland AT30 or 8030. Isn't this channel is about classic Ford or New Holland tractor? You may have not come across this tractor model before. It is more classic than you think. We will find out why. First I will start with the engine. The engine is called NEF engine, NEF engine. This one has got 4 cylinders. The cylinder is on the other side, if you can tell. This one has got 4 cylinders and it has turbocharged, and with this one got intercooler as well. This special engine, this special model has up to 122 horsepower. Only 4 cylinders, but it gives this tractor up to 122 horsepower. Really special model indeed, for just 4 cylinder only, but it gives a lot of horsepower. Hang on, NEF engine is a little bit new. It's not classic, is it? Yeah, that's right. It's not classic. But what this AT30 resemble the classic Ford tractor is about front axle. This one is also as New Holland front axle or CNH front axle. It has more or less the same parts as TS series New Holland front axle or 40 series, more or less the same parts. Okay, that's the front axle bits. Let's move on to the gearbox or the transmission. This is what I mean by classic. It's a floor chain or the center gear. Forward 8 gears and reverse 8 gears. If you look at the older Ford models, all of them have the center gears or floor change gears in the middle. That's why AT30 is more classic than you think. Okay, what about the back end? The back end, if you come behind the tractor, if you know about Ford tractor, you probably notice, look at this. Does it look familiar to you? It's basically Ford back end. It's just Ford back end. We use the same parts to refurbish this tractor. It's the same parts as the Ford 40 series or the TS series with the manual transmission. If you come on this side, if you look at the hydraulic filter, it's more or less the same size as, what do you call it, Ford 40 series and TS series. It's exactly the same. So basically the front axle, the gearbox or transmission, the back end, they are exactly classic Ford models. To refurbish this tractor, we use the same parts to refurbish them, just except the engine, because the engine is a newer model. But the front axle, the gearbox and the back end, we use more or less the same parts to refurbish it. Of course, this comes with the new paint to make it looking beautiful, but this design, this is more like the 10S series with a NEF engine model. That one's made in Mexico. However, this model was made in Brazil. This one was made in Brazil, not Mexico. Take a look around, and we fitted new tires, new rims, and the back as well, and the rear ways, of course, CDG, Chor Danchang Group. Unfortunately, this is upside down. We fitted new sunroof, new lighting, wood guards, and oil filter or air filter. That was this one. Of course, new seat as well. New seat for driver, so he can drive comfortably. And of course, the new front blade to level the ground and push out the unwanted stuff on the ground with this 80/30 122 horsepower. I'm sure it can do the job. It only has 4 cylinders instead of 8. Very rare kind of model. And without further ado, let's see the power of this NEF engine with 122 horsepower. Take a look. Come on, listen to 122 horsepower with this 4-cylinder NEF engine.
Fully refurbished tractor by CDG, Chor Danchang Group.
Come on.
Let's see how it goes.
Listen to the sound of the engine. The power of 80/30. Come on, come on, come on. New Holland front axle NEF engine with turbocharged and intercooler, with the classic center gear and Ford back end. 80/30 is more classic than you realize. Power of this tractor, fully refurbished tractor by CDG, Chor Danchang Group, New Holland 80/30.